Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more Gold Stake Balatro. In this run, an early Immolate set the tone for a silly run where, despite having an Eternal Hologram, I was still able to keep my deck size in the single digits for the late game with relentless card cutting to make my deck as consistent as possible. The result was a run that could change its focus as many times as needed. Enjoy the video. Sure. Probably should have just dug for the second straight. Now it's tempting to go for the rough gem here because it's good econ, but like my econ is largely settled as a result of the investment tag, so I should probably focus on getting some strength. Okay. This could be a fun onk target. But also this Immolate is way too good to pass up on. Because it gets me the grabber. And a smaller deck. There's the 3 of a kind in there. Let's play the full house instead. We at least get $1 back. Yeah, now we're just on a side quest for the driver's license instead of like 2 main story quests. Even after the Immolate, I think we're pretty fine with just a Saturn here. Actually not an unreasonable loyalty card. But I think we don't need it yet since we hit that Saturn. Benjamins, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. There we go. I have 1-4 remaining. I think I have to hit it, right?
Well met.
Easy. Catch. Thank you for the prime. Alright, we should probably pick up some scoring jokers here. It's not a bad one. Okay. Shiny. Need to find some... Yep. Molt now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rocket. I think we maybe want to avoid playing a straight into this boss blind, and we probably won't need to. With the, like, even Steven and abstract. And even just those 15 chips from from Renner are pretty fine. Scary, thank you for the super chat. Wouldn't mind a blue seal. I don't think there's any reason to fatten up our deck otherwise, though. Andrew? I don't think we need it. It is good for a straight build, but I don't think we need it. And you can Didn't win on Gold Stake. I'm getting in so much trouble on Gold Stakes. Practice, experience. Been doing this for... Been playing on Gold Stake for well over a year at this point. Probably killed the 2 and the 3. Also egg. Really just am looking for... Well, purple's probably fine too. How many 5s are we looking at? We could probably justify filling in the gap there. Any tips for getting a legendary Joker? Open Arcana packs. Get good luck. There's no, like, secret to it. Other than playing the game. Would have been amazing if there were one in here, though. Alright, let's keep clipping the low end. And then it'll be impossible for us not to hit a straight, surely. Any tips for improving draw RNG? Fix your deck. Small deck is a consistent deck. I'll take another purple with this death. I think will be my main game plan. Get ourselves... Well, if we're out of 2s, which we are, largely, we want to get out of aces as well. And probably more pressing.
Well met.
I didn't need to discard that. Joey, thank you for the prime. I also didn't need to get rid of that, but... Explain how polychrome works, please. I don't understand it. It gives 1.5x mult. We're gonna have a very tiny deck. Maybe we do switch to straight flush eventually. Might start considering the suits. Cool. My God. All right. A lot of girls prefer the smaller decks. Whatever we need to tell ourselves. Let's start focusing on hearts. I know they're debuffed in the upcoming boss line, but that's like a good reason to go for them long term. I mean... It's actually happening. Ooh, scary face. Wheel me? No, I need this 5. Not quite sure why yet, but surely I do. Oh! Beautiful. Three. And an 8. Here's the thing, though. I think it's really funny if
Well
we
met.
pay $20 for a hanged man here. Because oh, it wasn't. Oh, no. Okay, well. Anti-punished. Okay, well, there goes this game plan. Guess we're sticking with straights. How'd you roll? Or? Kale, thank you for the 2 months. Jake? What are these hermits? Where are they coming from? Okay, we got sun. We already have a straight. Like, I'm actually just kind of fine if this doesn't win right now. So then we get multiple shots at runner value. Wish straights were more viable more often. They're a very good hand. I would recommend maybe giving a try to the Jokerless challenge. I mean, I really wanted that sun card, but like, we've got an egg for a reason. They're more viable than full houses. They're more viable than many hands in this game, and that's fine. Are you less consistent on blue stake and higher? Sure, for now. I want to kill this 3, not heartify it. There we go. Well, here's the problem, though. All of these are already hearts. Seem to be on Gold Stake and they're looking pretty viable. To be fair, like it's widely accepted that straights are a lot more viable on this deck specifically, right? So that could still be what they're referring to. The game with Gothic go? Not in my favor, but it was a very close match. But I think a few small decisions made a pretty big difference in determining the winner, and Gothic ended up winning. I think what I learned is I need to maybe work on my black deck gameplay. Yeah. Just absolutely commit to this bit, right? Prioritizing scoring over econ a little bit too much in general. I think it's right to do in like the gold stake run, right? Gold stake black deck, you're just trying to survive. I think I maybe, because of like the order, like following gold stake black deck with white stake black deck, I was making like gold stake decisions still, even though we were on white stake. So I think that that's, you know, that was the error in judgment there. Or part of it, at least. Because my econ was definitely suffering in the white stake game. Okay, perhaps a little bit too greedy on those 5s, but, well, we only have 4 cards left and one of them's a 5, right? But that also does mean that I need to win this hand. I didn't realize just how small my deck is. Okay, let's not make that mistake again. We need to get this hologram going, but I have not had the option. Which does mean we probably need to get out of the rocket, and to a lesser extent the egg. So it might mean... Like, I've got money pretty well situated, right? Do we just YOLO the judgment here? Okay. This just needs to hold us over until we get the hologram up. I don't need the 9, what am I doing? Or rather, I don't need the 9 and the 4. Oh no. Yep. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Obelisk. Three 6s. Probably want to get rid of some of these 5s. And this too. Just need my 7. Yeah, discard. Hello. I'm out of discards. Catastrophic. I want to use... I have 2 non-hearts, so... We'll save that, son. Bye-bye, thank you for the bits. How many hands can you play with Obelisk without looking at your stats in a run? My number is 2. I had to coach myself to get this high. Well, I'm checking a little bit more frequently than I usually would, because like, my last Obelisk run was a, I did a whoopsie right at, like,
Well met.
On ante 13 or 14. So, I'm trying to pay a little bit more attention now. Slim, thank you for the 6 months. Oh! Oh! Wow! Everything good happened there. Well, I mean, the glass is kind of neutral. Hologram getting mogged by Obelisk. Wait, I missed? I missed the most important one? Oh no. That's why I don't play first-person shooters. Colorblind much? Nah, just stupid. But nothing ever happens, chat. You should know that by now. I have no more purple left.
Well met.
Layer, thank you for the prime. Just go full lucky card. I would like to cut some more of the cards in my deck, though. How far do you reckon this one can go? Not very far. This is... Well, depends on what, like, multiplicative options we get. But I've largely just been kind of goofing around. Cool. Let's juice the Obelisk a little bit more here, since we're a little bit lighter on score than I previously thought. 8. Hologram dots. We've seen one option for the hologram this whole time, man. That's just extremely unfortunate. We don't need this 8 or the 9. I'll do it, chat. Can get rid of this 9 and this 6. We're not going down to a 5-card deck because I like having all the purple seals, but we'll get pretty close. Okay, this 9. And not this 6 yet. Honestly, maybe we should just be making more glass for the long term if we're going that route. A few more of those. Ooh, almost botched that one. Oh my god. And goodbye, Michael. Let's see, I have 0 2s in my deck. I mean, we gotta take the nearly $50 temperances, right? There are no card packs in this game, it's true. Like, I haven't passed on any, I don't think. They just haven't been here. Seltzer is fine, but like a little bit too early for our purposes right now. Maybe we could start cutting some of the 5s. Epic. Thank you for the prime. Oh, sure. All right. Oh, this is such a dumb idea. How many more straight flushes? Yeah, we can't even play that many straight flushes. Like, we don't have Obelisk for very much longer. We just need it for the, like, it gets us through the ante-8 boss blind, and that's pretty much it. Wheel me? It's my last 5. Okay. Surely with all this money, we'll eventually find a Joker to replace the Krusty and the Obelisk. Wait! Or planet or card packs. We've done it. Just need to convert them to hearts now. It's not good, but it's fine. I guess it could maybe extend the run once we go glass. I discarded all my 6s for a second. Yeah, we could do a flush 5. Would probably make more sense than a flush house pivot for the Obelisk, given that we have 5 5s. That's another benefit to having such a small deck, is that we can easily like shift gears. Was madness for Obelisk a throw? I'm on ante-8. It will become a 1.5x. in favor of a 4.6x. I'm gonna let you think about that one for a bit. Can also just play some flushes with the Obelisk for a bit. And if we can somehow sneak a 5 of a kind line for a couple lands, yeah, we can do anything we want. We have our choice as to what cards we want to play here, right? Again, that's the nature of a small deck, is we can choose nearly anything. Let's just go ahead and finish up with the straight flush, though. It's an 8 and a 5. That also opens up some possibilities. Royal Flush Pivot win, when chat makes a funny and an original joke. Alright, let's see how long we can keep this going. We've got one more straight flush we can play. So let's get that out of the way and then move on to flush 5. How'd you change Blue Stake? I would simply wait until we find out what Local Think is going to do, and more than likely agree with it, because generally they've demonstrated much better judgment in terms of balance than I would have. Couldn't 4 to 5 high cards per round keep the Obelisk running? No. Okay, last straight flush. Now we just make a bunch of 5s. And remember to play them. It's a lot of money. Maybe it's an idle angle. Just go 1 tarot card here. Well, we could go 2 and like this, and that's our hand. I don't actually know how I feel about that when I don't really know what our score is going to be, because well, it should be fine actually. Okay.
Well met.
Smashly, thank you for the 5 months. Should be fine is my new life motto. I mean, I can dig it. I think I have some 4s left, right? 1 4. I guess that counts as some. This is maybe the worst hologram I've ever seen. Goodbye, egg. I think I have more non-hearts than I do non-5s. It's my last card. Another 5. Cool. Well, we're gonna need to find an idol before we run out of space on this obelisk, I think. Yeah, it gave me a lot of money. Has anyone suggested the Royal Flush pivot? You're doing a great job of making my point for me, and I appreciate that. Now my snark is clearly justified. What happened to our temperance? It's often better. I would rather it just not be perishable is the main thing. I mean, that's always better. That does limit my options if we do find an idol, though. Oh, welcome, Murphy. Hey, Murphy, want to see my deck? There it is. Isn't it beautiful?
Well met.
Annoying. These aren't 5 of hearts. What are you doing here? I don't want to risk the glass if I don't have to. And I didn't have to if I chose not to kill those cards, but you have to consider that it was really funny that I did that. That's funny. Man, maybe I got out of this egg a little bit too quickly. Cat, probably way too late to have a chance at catching up to that obelisk. Like, I sincerely think there's one Joker in this game that will be better than the obelisk for us, and it is an idol. It's not a need, it's a want, chat. Also DNA because DNA is good. Yeah, it's good at killing the run on the spot. In this case. Alright, so I have 3 pieces of glass. That means I have 7 cards total that aren't glass.
Well met.
So I could play like 3 of a kind. Draw 2 more, and then just risk this piece of glass. Mohammed, thank you for the prime. DNA, come on, chat. Chat has like an unreasonable love for DNA, even in situations where it's like nonsensical. So we're through next ante. So many temperances. I told you. Why wouldn't you listen to me? Where idle? Now we can play 2. And we probably want to go with, well, I don't know, it is still the flint, and the flint's nasty. Yeah. Like the red seal barely offset the, or didn't even offset the boss blind. Idle? That's a shame. Well, at least we're gonna get this hologram up some more. Let's grab this, because we don't need more purple, and I think we don't want to make the idol any less likely. Over adding the cards that we already are. Runner is putting in some serious work. I mean, it's a 2x right now, plus the 1.5, so until very recently, well, it is better than the hologram, so yes. Look, it's not smart, but we're going full glass here. Maybe not full glass. Why are we 0-7ing? Chat, sincerely, are you okay? Infinite red sail glass is tempting, but kind of bait. Well, it derails my strongest joker in a short period of time. You have to consider the context. It wouldn't be infinite glass, it would be very finite glass, because it would derail my strongest joker. That was clearly too much glass. But also, I kind of want to kill that 3 still. Or at least death it. Strength is fine. One more. Bye-bye, thank you for the bits. Actually, the strongest joker is now hack? True, I guess that is accurate when I play the glass. What does strength do to a stone card? It strengthens the card underneath. The streamer, DNA copies your cards, and more cards equals more good. I think this run has proven that not to be the case, though. We've done it. We've gotten another temperance. Okay, the bag glass broke. I think we're through ante 12. Omen Globe could get me an Ecto. But it didn't. That 1-5 is haunting me. I'm trying to think if it's worth maybe playing a 5 of a kind here. Nah, I think it's just Obelisk or bust, right? Or not Obelisk, Idol or bust. Okay, so it's 3 pieces of glass here. Okay. Ugh.
Well met.
Okay. That's one way we could change this. Frags. Thank you for the brown. My god. Yeah. Might as well use this. As long as this 5 doesn't break, I think we're okay. Never mind. Oh no. That's very bad. Slow hand, thank you for the raid. Alright, that, wait. Eric Clapton, is that you? We're in trouble. We're actually in a lot of trouble. That means there's the 2 and the jack.
Well met.
But I don't think it matters. I think we die either way. I think the glass is trended towards the right, and then the steel has been somewhere in the middle. But, well, I guess we just discard these 2, right? Okay, that helps. I have 1 card left in my deck. This could be the 4. I think we're, even if we have the perfect hand here, I'm pretty sure we're just dead. Unless. Okay. There is one, I think this is the hand arrangement, so there, like, this could be the glass. But I'm pretty sure this is very likely to be the glass. Oh! My god! We actually get through because of that. He's a genius. And now we die. Oh my god, I can't believe another run dies to the plant. When will this boss be fixed? It's so annoying. I only have 1 discard that I can give up here. 2 discards that I can give up here. Luca, thank you for the membership. Alright, I mean, if we 360 no-scope and idle here, we probably win. Maybe that's better. We could potentially get down to a 6-card deck. Alright, good run. And I was told the idol is, or the obelisk is bad for endless. None of them broke. What? How did more break before the... Get out of here.